Welcome back to the Barley Lads. Don't forget to like, subscribe, and hit that notification bell. Today, we're drinking High Bank's Whiskey War Barrel Proof. This is High Bank Whiskey War Barrel Proof, a blended American whiskey from the High Bank Distillery in Columbus, Ohio. 58.75% or 117 proof. A minimum age statement of 4 years. Price-wise, you should be able to get this for $50 here in Ohio. It's a blend of straight whiskeys, both bourbon and rye, heavy rye content. So this is the Whiskey War Barrel Proof from High Bank. High Bank Distillery, the name comes from it residing on the high bank of the Scioto River. Originally, when the state capital of Columbus was laid out, they were trying to decide where to put the actual state capitol building, and the original consideration was to be in Franklinton, but they decided that it was too flood prone to put the state capital there, so they chose the High Bank side, and so they chose that to name the distillery as well. The Whiskey War name actually comes from, again, something that happened in central Ohio, but in 1875, Henry Corbin opened up a saloon or a bar, pub, in an area of town that was considered a very anti-saloon place. And his establishment was actually blown up 2 different occasions. Before the first occasion, though, he came out with 2 pistols drawn to the riotous crowd, and the term Whiskey War came from that actual event. And it also spurned what became the Anti-Saloon League, and those teetotalers are the ne'er-do-wells that brought up around Prohibition, and so we certainly do not drink to them, but to Henry Corbin, we certainly do. So this is all purchased from MGP, so this is all sourced. We've talked about MGP before, but they are a big producer in Indiana. High Bank has only been open since 2018. They are producing their own vodkas and gins, which you can buy, but their current whiskeys in stock are still in the barrels aging because they're just not old enough to release. They want to be able to release something with some substantial age and hopefully something that we'll want to drink. This particular bottling, the Whiskey War, they do have a series. There is the regular Whiskey War. There's also a Whiskey War Midnight cask, I think, which is a port finished Whiskey War, and then this is the Whiskey War Barrel Proof. Recently, they changed it from a 2.5-year blend to a 4-year blend. With that change, from the label you can see, they won double gold at the World Spirits Challenge competition, in San Francisco as the best blended American whiskey available. So, huge honor, really cool, again, from our backyard. And it is a fantastic whiskey. It does not drink like it's 117 proof. And this is going to be a high rye mash bill. It's a blend of straight whiskeys. I believe it's 2 ryes and a bourbon, but it's mostly rye. So you definitely get that rye spice, but it doesn't even, you can still smell the heat. You can feel that, but it's still not super astringent. You can get some sweetness off the nose, almost like an almond butter. Charred oak, a bit of butterscotch, tobacco. I still get that almond that I got on the nose. Medium long finish, just because of that, the oiliness of such a high proof. But you don't get that bitterness that you would expect for a relatively young whiskey and a very high proof. but you're not getting burned out. It doesn't drink hot. It tastes more like it's 95, 100 proof, and it's incredibly enjoyable, reasonably priced, around $50, at least here in Ohio, and somewhat readily available. I have not had the non-barrel proof to really compare it, but this is worth every penny. This is worth the double gold from that spirits competition, and it's a really great whiskey. Thanks again for watching another episode of the Barley Lads. Today we've been talking about Whiskey War Barrel Proof. Again, another bottle that my dad, Ray, let us borrow. I wanted to mention that. I can't remember if I had already done that. Don't forget to like, subscribe, hit the notification bell. Cheers.